Hey everybody, I am back and we're going to take a look at the energies of the Kardashians. Keeping up with the Kardashians. So let's keep up, let's find out what the energy is around them and see what we can get. Um, One of the things I wanted to let you all know was that although these are individuals and they are family, I didn't get a family feeling. I never got the unit type feeling. These are really individual women, and that's all I can say. I didn't feel family. I didn't feel that tribe, that unit. I wouldn't know what brings them all together. Hey, at the end, maybe we should check that out. We'll look at those energies too to see what brings them all together because I never felt them together. It was really just one person, next person, next person. I didn't feel any togetherness. I don't know how they work together, be together, a family, and there's so much individuality and they separated. Everybody has a separation between them. Strong in their own right, but they're separated. It's amazing. I actually just see the women standing next to each other, just standing. I don't see them holding hands. I don't see hugging. I don't see the bridge that connects them. I don't see that bridge to connect these women together. I thought that that was a little shocking for me, regardless if you have an argument or you might not be compatible with each other, may not get along, whatever the case is. I usually feel some type of togetherness, and I did not feel that. So that's one thing I wanted to point out. Also, I didn't feel this hyper excitement around any of them. I didn't feel this big happiness, big ball of joy. I didn't feel high energy. I didn't even feel that. Um, so that was something shocking to me too. Everything was kind of bland as a whole. It was just bland. So let's dig deep because we got a lot to do here. So we're going to start with Kylie. As I meditated for Kylie, I saw Chris' face. Not spiritually connected, but I felt like she was the older one. I felt like she was the mother. I felt like she was looking at her mother, maybe just desiring to be connected or accepted. Maybe she sees herself in her mother a lot. It could be anything. But when I saw her mother. And I really, really think that maybe they have some deep things that they need to deal with, or maybe she just see her reflection in her. So something to that point. But overall, Kylie really wants to move forward in life. Really want to find her way. Really want to move to something. Um, how about this? Kylie wants that togetherness and that unity that I did not feel with these women. Kylie wants a family. She want to move forward to get to the good part. She's ready to get to the good part. She's ready to get to home. She's ready to go home. She's ready to get to the love. She's ready to build her own kingdom. And maybe that's where her mom comes in at, that she wants to copy her mom, be a replica of her mom. Maybe she want to be like her mom and be queen of the world. But she's ready for her own family. She want to leave this scene of life and she want to move towards togetherness, unity, family, finding her tribe, finding her people, She really want to be around real people and start life, if that makes any sense. I got unhappiness here. Unhappiness from her own family. Unhappiness is actually everywhere. Kylie still deal with issues from the family and what happened to the family. She doesn't have a sense of family, and that's all she want to do is create family. She really wants to have that. She may lean on a cancer in her life, which can be one of the girls. She could lean on Chloe. I'm showing great relationship with her and cancer, but that shows some type of confusion in the mind. This woman really do not know how to create a life for herself. She doesn't even know how to do that. She really don't. She's confused. She tries to build herself up to be queen, I would say. But then she finds herself falling back down, not desiring it anymore. So all the accomplishments that she may have made, she haven't made it to the big one. And that's having family. Family is very important to her. She really wants that to happen. She wants someone to call her own. She wants a complete family. She also feels like life is not fair. She didn't get what she deserved. She kind of gives me this why me type feeling. So let's see where she wants to move to. We know she wants family. She got sadness on her. She makes me feel like she want to give up. Give up on what? Give up on what everybody had planned for her. Like she just want to cut away and go and, I don't know, travel the world and do her own thing. But I don't think she would, because she doesn't even know how to start the car, if that makes any sense. She doesn't know how to do anything. That's how she makes me feel. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. And it's like I can hear people saying, but you accomplished this and yeah, but I don't know how to do it. She does not know how to do life. And this bothers her. So let's try again. Where she want to go? Where she want to go? Where she want to go? She doesn't know. Why is she so unsure? She doesn't know how to be a leader. She doesn't know how to run things. She doesn't know how to be the boss. She doesn't know how to be queen. She doesn't know how to be a woman. This stuff is deep. This is the child or the woman that still uses the family issues on why she's not the happiest that she wants to be. She still blames the family for not being better, for not being stronger, for not being what she expected family to be. Yeah, it's pretty sad right there. That's pretty sad. Let's see. Yeah. She's a daydreamer. She doesn't really talk much. She keeps a lot of things in. She still has a lot of passion. She makes me feel like she's just looking out the window. Her accomplishments don't change her. It really doesn't do much for her spiritually. She also could be having conflict with an Aries and trying to release an Aries, trying to see her life without an Aries. Very possible. Yeah. I wish it was more to her, more we can get. But she haven't even started yet. And all the things that's happening around her, all the things that she has accomplished, everything that she has done so far as a woman. It has not even scratched the surface of her happiness and joy. And she still see herself moving to another place and time, another way of life. She want to get to the good part. That's something else to have all of this. And all she want is marriage, children. She want lots of children. She want a family. She want dedication. She wants stability. She doesn't know how to get there. And I keep seeing her her mother. I keep seeing her face. I think she has resentment towards her, or it's kind of like this love-hate thing. There's so many things she admires about her mother, and there's so many things that she is disgusted by. And I think she blamed her mom for the family and not being able to make the family what it should be for her. Kylie makes me feel like she still wants to be a kid. That's how she makes me feel. She really wants the whole thing. Feels like she will always be daydreaming and never leaving the nest. That's how this feels. Like she's just going to stay in the palace, hoping and praying that a knight in shining armor come pick her up and take her away. She also could have a connection with a Pisces. She may want to work with this Pisces to escape or to run away or to leave, to shut out. At the end of the day, what's going on with Kylie, we're trying to keep up with him, right? It's nothing. Absolutely nothing. I wish my family was better. I wish I had a better upbringing. I wish I had more tools in life. I wish I was taught more on how to handle different situations, how to be a mother, how to start a family. I wish I had a husband. I wish I had lots of children. I wish I had everything that I wanted. I want to move on. How do I move on? I'm not clear how to start the car. That's amazing. To have all this stuff and actually don't know how to utilize it. She hasn't learned how to utilize the practical things, and she hasn't learned how to start her life. And that makes her angry. That makes her scared. Scared as a person, scared as a mother, scared as a wife. It makes her scared about what type of family she can produce. Her regrets is that she didn't have a great family, and she don't know how to produce today. Yeah. Kylie makes me feel like she's 13 with braces, in the spirit, of course, no disrespect. Just hoping for this great, great life, and looking for all these things to happen, the American dream. And she's so innocent and fragile, and she feels insecure, but she still hopes for the best. But she just don't know how to do it. I see a lot of people helping her and working with her. I don't see her lifting a finger. She don't know how to do this at all. Okay? Not much going on with this one. Barely scratching the surface of her spiritual journey. But there's so many material things around her. She can't even see the path to the journey. It's just so much around her. Too many distractions. And then she's placing blame on the family and on mom to a point where she can't carve out what she really wants. She has no idea how to center herself, how to focus, how to create, how to cut out a life for herself. She makes me feel like she's going to stay in the palace, if that makes any sense, or stay under these teachings and rulings. She makes me feel like for a very long time. I don't even see an awakening for her for the next 4 years. So, more time is needed. Um, more time is needed for her. That's for sure. Okay, so let's move on to Kendall. When I got to Kendall, it did feel like a switch from Kylie. It did feel different. That's true. Felt like I was walking into the next bedroom. Like, okay, let's go to bedroom number 2. That's how it felt. And actually, before I walk into Kendall's bedroom, I actually just saw a question mark on Kylie's bedroom. So by us walking out of there, if we close the door, what we will see on her door is a question mark. Yeah, that's it. Nothing else. Now when I get to Kylie's room, she made me feel, I don't know, maybe I can say um, protection. I just felt like she had a lot of protection, a lot of coverage in some kind of way. I felt like she's a thinker, she's a dreamer, she is praying, she has a connection to spirit. But at the same time, I see her lips kind of glued together. Very, very quiet. That's how it feels in the spirit. Like she doesn't even want to open her lips. Open her lips at all. She made me feel like she knew what was going on, but she had on her headphones. That's how it feels going into her room, going into her section. Like I know what's going on. I already know. I know everything, but I'm blocking it. I'm blocking it. She made me feel like she was an actress. She makes me feel like she is going to occupy her time in assignments and duties. And she makes me feel like she purposely finds things to do, not to react or act to what's happening in the house or with the family, with the sisters. This is the person that doesn't seem like she will go knock on Kylie's door at all. Not at all. She seemed to need less attention, less emotions. She tells me, or she feels that she knows the truth of everything. She has the understanding. She has made her judgment on everything and everybody. She knows who everybody is. You cannot fool her. Even though she may look like she doesn't know what's happening, you can't fool her. She knows everything that's happening. She's making decisions for her life. She has ideas. She has a vision for it. She has a plan. She will face the truth, whatever that truth is that she needs to face. She is thinking continuously about which path of life she want to live. She hears from spirit. She has a relationship with spirit. She prays, she requests, she manifests. And she does all of this with the headphones on. It is so much distraction around her, but she still finds a way to meditate. She still finds a way to block out everything just to have her own thoughts. She also has disappointment in her and things that she has experienced that I don't think none of these ladies know. I actually see some type of rejection or issue that has happened to her in the summertime as a child. She has went through something she has never told someone about. It could be some type of violation. It's very secretive. She hasn't spoke about it. She pray about it, but she haven't spoke about it. So let's find out what she knows. Let's see, what does she know? What do Kendall know? What is she clear about? What truths do she know? She makes me feel like she has an understanding of everybody but herself. Kind of like that. What does she know? She knows that everybody is not winning. You think you're doing right. You think you're winning. You think you know everything. All of you guys suck. None of you are going to get ahead. Why does she feel like that? She believes that one day the things is going to break, like it's going to happen. Like something's going to happen to make you guys wake up. She's waiting for a certain moment of life when people understand themselves. Yeah. She make me feel like she wants to be the whistleblower. That's how she makes me feel. She don't believe that they're going to continue this success for very long. She believes that things is going to end. Like how could people continue to win when they're not right? These are the type of things that I think that's going on with her. It's almost like she wants things to collapse so that she can make the exit to do something else. She have a knowing about her. She has a knowing. Let's see what that's all about. Definitely feel this spiritual energy around her and this sight she can see. She know that all things work together. For some kind of reason, it feels like Kendall is waiting on this reaping and sowing of the family. She makes me feel like there's a reaping and sowing that's going to happen. Like that's okay one day. One day. It's some type of chapter she's waiting on to end. She's waiting on something to end. Waiting on something to be canceled. She's waiting for the shift. She believes that it's going to happen. She has seen it happen. She has seen the visions of this. She believes that this is not going to be successful for long. She believes that all of these things is happening for a bigger purpose and a bigger reason. And one day, everything is going to stop. She's basically saying that one day she believes that the success is going to stop. You cannot win like this. She makes me feel like she will be the whistleblower. Instead of her making a decision and a choice and path for her own life, she's actually waiting on something to crumble or shatter in everybody's lives. There's a disappointment here. But she has two different things, two big options she needs to make. Yeah, you make judgment of everybody else, but who are you and what are you going to do? Let's see what her choices are. She wants to take action on her life. She thinks about taking action on her life. She want to be different, but I don't know in what kind of way. Because even staying in this energy will make her like them. Yeah. Yeah. She wants to be her own and on her own. She makes me feel like She will plan a trip and mistakenly not come back. That's how she makes me feel. Yeah. Like, oh, since I didn't bring that piece of identification, I'm not allowed to come back. Oops. She makes me feel like she want to live in another country. But she want to see some action first. She's waiting on things to change or shift. I don't have her closely connected to anyone or anybody. I don't show her connected to anyone. She may have a friend, though. I just saw another girl. I just saw a girl. I just saw a blonde haired girl. She may share her secrets with her. But there's a disappointment here that she has never spoke about. She makes me feel like she's the weird one. And I know she's not. Yeah, something happened to her. There's a trauma here. She's waiting on things to change, to stop. She's waiting on an unsuccessful moment. She makes me feel like she lived each and every day like, just wait. You can't act like this forever. These things can't continue to happen. People can't continue to just get away with stuff. She's choosing to go start her own palace. And I don't know what the other choice is. It's almost like I want to depart from you forever. Or what? She can't see it. She wants to escape. She wants to run. I don't have her strongly connected to anyone, but I do see someone around her, maybe her age group, that's a blonde hair girl, possible fire sign, that she has loyalty to. I don't feel passion. I don't feel desire for love. I don't feel that. Or maybe this is the girl. Maybe that's the person. I don't even feel sexual energies or things like that over here with Kendall. I think Kendall may be having some complex thoughts when it comes to sex in general. I do have this fire sign woman right here. I believe it's a woman. Yeah. Okay. So, what she's doing her and making everybody think that she's doing the Kardashians. She's good at what she do. I would not be surprised if she becomes an actress or start acting very heavily. She knows how to do her in the midst of everything else. She is not a loner, but she likes to be separated from the fluff. She's looking for better days. She's hoping for a day that the plate breaks. Then when it breaks, she has no choice but to go her own way, and everybody gets fixed and repaired, and maybe she can heal from this past issue. Yeah. Hmm. She makes me feel like she holds on to other people's problems more than her own. Maybe. I like her. Yeah. Something about this energy I like. Yeah. I don't know. It's a strength in her. There is this silence in her that is so powerful that I'm becoming attracted to right now. Um, she's very spiritually attractive, and she's been hurt. She has a trauma here. And I don't think people know that it's hard for her to sleep. I don't think people know that. But she's okay. She's okay. I told you I didn't feel them together, but Kendall looks at everybody as a whole. She doesn't look at them as individuals. It's kind of like y'all, you guys. She doesn't see them all separate. She sees them the same. I don't even think she has taken time to get to learn everybody as individuals. She sees them as one whole. I wouldn't be surprised if she tells this loyal friend. She may just call them the family because she doesn't see them. She only sees one thing. You guys cannot continue to win like this. You play wrong. And one day, it's going to all end. It is destined to end. It must end. And then I am going to do ... I'm going to finally choose my life when it happens. Because I believe that all of this is going to come together and it's going to stop. And underneath that, there's this trauma here from the summer where she was hurt some kind of way and has not talked about it. And it affects the thought of having relationships, intimacy, physical touch. It affects that. She lives her life, feels like, to stay away from them more than to be around them. She makes me feel like she can be in a room with them and still be not with them. Yeah, but it's something so attractive about her spirit to me. Well, let's leave her room, right? 'Cause she's not going to tell us anything. We have to look at her in her eyes to figure it out. She cries behind the lids with the headphones on and not saying a word. Her expressions is her voice. If I was to leave out of her room and look at the door, I think it will have an exclamation point. Courtney. Well, when I got to Courtney, I got this big energy. Like, I'm talking about like this really big energy. Like, watch out. Oh my God, it's happening. Look what they're doing. It just was a lot of complaints. It was one big temper tantrum. And I even felt support. And I felt workers and I felt helpers and I felt people assisting her. I felt like people were saying to her, I know, but it's okay. Let's do this. That may not make any sense, but Courtney has been dealing with this issue for a long time, understanding the problems, bold enough to say it, but does nothing about it. Because being out may hurt worse than being in. She knows better. That's how she makes me feel. Like I want to tell you know better. You've been dealing with this type of thing for a very long time. She can't get everybody to do what she do and what she wants to do. But yet she judges everybody for what they do. That's how that feels. All her life, she's felt unwanted, unneeded. No one listens to her. No one sees her as strong, righteous. Her right is totally different than everybody else's right. Totally different. Which makes her feel crazy. Like, I know this is not the right thing to do. Why you won't listen to me? She had it all alone. Had what? Freedom, liberty, values. She had a life already. She already knows what life is about and how she wants it. But I don't see her acting on it. So she causes herself to be in destruction that really doesn't exist. For a long time she's been dealing with this, feeling like she's weak when she knows that she's strong. She's strong before she leave out the door, but when it comes to them, they're not compatible. Not only is she not compatible to everyone else in this family, she can't make them be compatible to her. And she has a hard time standing in her truth. This is who I am. I'm not changing it. She makes me feel like she's the preacher, teacher, the counselor, the one that brings conviction. You're wrong. You're wrong. Did you know that wasn't right? Did you know that wasn't right? But it makes no change in their lives and it frustrates her. She wants to guide them to be like her, live like her, not for ego, but for safety. She's concerned about what everybody else is doing, knows how to do her life, but yet can't make the final decision to do it or just accept her Bible, I'll say. She's putting herself through some of this. She's looking for a way to get out of it, but it's not about getting out of it. It's more about her getting into herself. This energy tells me that Courtney's been trying to save the family since she was a little girl in a pink dress. And I don't know what that means. She's been trying to save the family for so long that she has not lived her life yet. The life that she has been living, she's been setting the example to show them how to live, and hers didn't work out either. She's broken. She wants to teach, but she doesn't want to practice. Amazing, right? Let's see if we can hear more. Because it's not much more. This is what she does. This is her repeated pattern. And then feel like she doesn't deserve. Deserve what? The pressure. Deserve what? The isolation, the abandonment. Deserve what? You don't want to live like this. And you're not built to live like this. But you are so freaking great in your own life until you open a door. Will she have this awakening? If she have this awakening, I actually see her in the spirit. I'll just tell you who I saw. I just saw the sister girls. I just saw Tia and Tamara. I can see her being with them. I can see their energies matching. I can see her showing and teaching and practicing family like a new fad or a new style. Family style. It's something about a family style. But to get to that level, she will have to accept herself. The only person that she's connected to is herself, and she's not even happy with herself. I don't have passion here. I don't have love for another person. All I have is her and her children. That's her life. And she wants to recruit everybody else into hers. She doesn't know her family. She doesn't know them spiritually. She just knows that they need to change. And she knows that life will be better if they do it this way. She is not able to help them until she helps herself. Yeah, I actually have a passion for her right there. But yet, these temper tantrums and all of this screaming out and confusion is stopping her from being still and dealing with her face, not the physical face. Her image, the image and the likeness of who she is. This is the kind of person that will need to move so far away just to figure out, okay, I'm not crazy. It is people who live like this. Yes, she needs to cut away. Praying for her awakening, definitely needed. Well, I don't know how you feel, but I'm ready to get out of there. I'm ready to get out of her room. And I'll tell you why. Because it's just a bunch of screaming, complaining, and throwing shoes against the wall. And the whole time, the answer is in herself. As I close her door, I see a comma. A comma. That's the mark that is on her door. A comma. She's tough, though. She's very tough. She has to figure all that out by herself. And that's how it feels when I leave the room. I have confidence leaving Courtney's room knowing that she's going to be fine. I really do. Chloe, let's go in. And I really do have to take a deep breath before I go in there because it's not any satisfaction in there. There's a spirit of just not being satisfied. I'm like edgy to even walk in this door because I feel like no matter what I say, no matter what I do, she's deeply not satisfied. Why? Because life failed, because she lost something. There's a trauma here. Actually, I wouldn't even call it a trauma. It was a falling away. It was things that needed to be taken away. It was things that needed to happen, and she cannot deal with that. It was something that shook her whole entire life. Multiple times it has happened, and she holds on to everyone. She's holding on to things that has happened. Every hurtful thing, everything that she thought was hers and was taken away, all those things are still in her. And it has paralyzed her in some ways. She can't release what she's been through. She still is asking a question of why. Why? Why? She has a lack of strength. Moving forward from the tower, she almost tells me that she's not going to do it. Moving forward from the downfalls, from the tearing away, the falling away, she's pretty much not going to do it. These are choices. She's choosing not. She's more focused on trying to do revenge. Sorry. Looking for revenge. You know how some people just talk about karma, karma, karma. She wants it. She wants certain people to get their karma. She's looking for some type of revenge, reward for what she has been through. Releasing the conflict will be the day that she see each of her enemies, which are not enemies. They really not. It's just people that made other choices and didn't announce it. People who made choices and they just didn't announce it. They just didn't tell her. She had a knowing of the things that fell apart because she had the chance to do something about these things. It's almost like she's in this room saying, well, why do I exist? I'm just here to not get what I want. I'm just here to experience pain. She wants to be released. She wants to be out of conflict. But she's still holding on to what has happened to her. She wants to come closer to truths. She wants to be the head. She wants to be the leader. She wants to be in charge of her life. She wants to be free. But she doesn't feel like she have enough strength to do it. Not until she see some satisfaction on the things that she lost and the people that has hurt her. She wants to get vengeance. She may have strong issues with Leo, and she may be looking for support from Taurus. And if not, the only thing that can make her release will be a diamond ring in marriage. Yeah. We'll see what else we can hear. Seems like the older they get, the less I hear. You know how we get older, we tend to be stuck in our ways. And as soon as I said stuck, we got the hangman here. This is it. This is all. Yeah. She's restricted from progress because she cannot accept what needed to be taken away from her that wasn't good for her. Spirit has looked out for her. God has looked out for her. And she doesn't like the way he did it. The things that was taken away, the things that fallen, the things that cracked, separated, and broke, she doesn't feel like it should have happened. And the only way she can be released is if she sees some type of karma. And without that karma, without that revenge, without that vengeance, feeling like people have been paid for what they have done, she will sit there and purposely feel weak and be weak and have pity upon herself. The only thing that will be able to fix this in her eyes is marriage. Marriage. Leading and winning against all the people who have affected her or who have been a part of it. This is revenge on the friend and the friend of the friend. And she stays there as if she's weak until it happens. If she gets information on some of these people experiencing some type of karma, as she would say, probably, it will give her strength. She gets strength off of that. Very dangerous. Marriage will save her, so she say. But restriction is best for her. Restriction from progressing until she forgives and release. I am running out of this room right now. And I'll tell you why. Because everybody has went in to help her, and all she did was say, why me? And I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. Why me? Why me? Why me? And I deserve, and I deserve, and I deserve. And why I can't? Because it's time to release. As I close her door, the mark that I see is period. Period. I'll really walk away from Chloe's room understanding that only unconditional love will change her. And she will meet that one day. And it will change everything. She has her mind made up, and only a soulmate or a twin flame can probably help those type of situations. Amazing. Wasn't surprised by that one. Kim, who is she? She's the one that did it all. I created a world for everyone. To be honest with you, her door is open. Her door is open. And she believes that there are certain places and certain things that she has not conquered yet because of the work that she had to put in for everyone else. Everyone else wasn't a part of the plan. This plan was for her. But because of the people around her influencing her and teaching her business and listening to mom, and because of all those things that were in her ear by her already being unbalanced and thirsty, she said yes to some things that she now regret. Her biggest regret is allowing everybody to come on board. She knows that she could have did all of this by herself, but we don't know that. But that's what she believes. So her door is open so we can see all the things that she has done, not only for herself, but what she had to do for everybody else. Her door stays open so we can see her glory, her persistence, her giving, her charity. She wants us to see that. Her door is wide open. And she feels that she's unbalanced because she took on so much weight. And it has caused her to have a lot of pressure because of it. And now she's trying to build a new team with her children, not her husband, with her children. So now they can make another world that was bigger and better than the Kardashians has ever been. She's more than a mother. She's Chris times two. And she's in this home trying to create the Jackson 5. I don't know. But trying to create what Chris created. Although she speaks about how a mother should act or how a mother should be, how the sister should act, how everyone should be, and how much she did for everyone else. She's actually about to do the same things to her own children if she doesn't get a grip of it. This energy with Kim is on display. She wants to be understood and she wants to be applauded. And she keep her door open just for that. She keeps her door open for that. She wants everybody to see the trials and tribulation. She wants everybody to see the past and what she went through and how much she sacrificed and how much she gave and how much she did for everybody else and how much pressure and weight that it caused her. She wants to be excused. She wants to be excused for anything that she do today because of all the transitions and pressures from before. And everything that she said that people shouldn't do as far as the sisters and the mom, the family. She's unconsciously doing it right now to her own children. We don't have to worry about or look to see what's on her door because she'll tell us. And she uses the parentheses every time she speaks. She is selfish in a way. But she did it for everybody else. misunderstood, but yet not aware of the repeated pattern as a mother, as a woman. But I believe that she's going to get there. She's going to constantly keep talking and putting up the parentheses. I don't know, maybe until she trip over something in the room and realize that she found something she's been looking for all that time. What is that? Reality. The real one. But that's how she makes me feel. We have been so overwhelmed in her room with all the talking and the parentheses every time she talks that we just walk away because it's that overwhelming. When I leave her section, because it's more than a room, it's a huge section, I feel like that she's transitioning and she's going to trip right into her destiny, right into her awakening. She's going to make a mistake and find herself. No help is needed for that. Now let's go to the patriarch. One and only Chris. While all these things is going on with all these girls, Chris is stable. She is confident. She has all her coins on the bed. She needs no introduction. She is everything. All of these girls' tears, fears, all of their energy is inside of her and on her. And she's held accountable for a lot. And she weeps about it. It takes a toll on her from time to time. But she takes hers and put it into the practical. Every dollar she makes, she feels that she should be forgiven or looked over. This woman is strong, fierce, a conqueror. She stands in the center of the entire house, and she's stable. And the coins continue to come into her. She has bags and bags of money around her. And she wants to be respected for all of her pinnacles. But the truth of the matter is, she's being emotionally tortured. She's having a hard time in facing all the lies that she told and tells. She has a hard time digesting and forgiving herself for all the manipulation. But something about her practical and material things get her by. All of these things that these girls have went through is inside of her cup. They're all in this cup. She has a lot of cups of debt. A lot of cups of what Chloe probably says, karma. There's a lot of people, souls and spirits and energies inside of her cups. And she has a consequence for every cup. She will not get away with it. The emotional turmoil in the living, it may be much worse than dying. Very strong. She's focused on the home, what we have. She's focused on the money. But the lies and the hurt and the pain and the miserable moments that is following her everywhere she goes. She's living. She's stable. She has her material goods. But spiritually, all she do is focus on these lies and hurt and pain. I will put a banner up behind her because she's dealing with forgiveness and repentance. Nobody knows this. or nobody believe it. But these are the things she deals with in the silence. She will forever multiply because she learned that she has dominion. She is a true queen when it comes to this area, but it's at a big price. If I was able to give them some type of advice, I believe that Chris' testimonies and her forgiveness and repentance and all of this debt that she has to pay, once that's lifted, I think even her great great grandkids will be free. It would really be nice if Chris can break the curse. What curse? The fantasy, the fate, the lies. Creating your own world like a god. For money, for power, for attention. It's like the cup of Jezebel type feeling, of course. Not saying that she is. But, you already heard that. What does it mean to gain the whole world? And to lose your soul in the process? I don't remember what I was supposed to be pulling right now. I said I was going to do something at the end. I hope that this is what I said. It's been a while. What do they all have in common? And I just saw the Ace of Wands inside of my head, and I have not pulled a card yet. I think that's symbolic for a lot. What do they have in common? And I see the visual of the Ace of Wands. What do they have in common? Sex? Passion? Creation? What do they have in common? What do they have in common? What brings them together? What do they have in common? Seduction. Seduction. Seducing. That's what they have in common. Okay? All right. Hope you all enjoyed my Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I love you all. Bye-bye.